Hi, my name is Abby Landry and I'm a self-published author. I started publishing my books last year and I have over 21 works on Amazon, Barnes& and Noble, Kobo, multiple different platforms. But there were some mistakes that I made during the process and I'd like to share them with you. Any first-time author who's trying to publish their own works, this is something I wish someone had told me, but again, trial and error, and it makes you more successful, I think, by having those mistakes and learning from them. So if you're interested, stay tuned. One of the first things I would recommend is have your social media accounts already in order. Have your accounts linked, your Facebook, your Instagram, if you have a YouTube channel. Have all of that linked together so once you post your information or your advertisements, or you want to let people, hey, my new book is coming. If you want to do a book trailer, anything like that will carry across all of your social media pages, because it's very difficult once you've published something to go back and link that, because you've missed so many potential readers that saw it the first time. They're not going to go back and say, does she have a new link now? So it's best to do all that ahead of time. The second thing I would recommend is make sure you know your formatting. Each publishing house, even for us indie authors who do our own publishing, we still have to go through someone. They have their own guidelines, like Amazon KDP wants a PDF format. Draft Digital wants a Word format. Ebooks require EPUB format. So make sure you have your formats understood, and make sure that you get your book formatted in each one of those so uploading is much easier. And I do have a video that shows you how to do that later on. Okay, number 3. And I think to me this is one of the most important ones, and I didn't realize that it was an issue until it became an issue. I write 2 different genres of books. I write books on empowerment and self-help, healing from narcissistic abuse, chakra balancing, and basically empowering yourself after having a toxic lifestyle or toxic relationships. But I also write children's books, very simple, colorful, young readers. So on my Amazon page, I have my author page. It has me and all of my books listed. However, it does not have a separate advertisement or page for my children's books as opposed to my self-help and healing books. They're all lumped together. So I'm actually working on marketing them separately, but that's a lot of details in that, which I can explain in a later video. But that's something that I didn't think of in the beginning. When it came to marketing, I thought I could just market them all together, and that's just not the case. Number 4, copyright. Copyright, copyright, copyright. Let me tell you why. Last year, I wrote a couple of children's books, and one was about my nephews who had autism, and one was about my daughter who was pregnant. And I didn't copyright them because they were only 27, 30 pages long, mostly animations, cute little books. However, a woman on Amazon copied both books, published them both within 2 days of each other, stole my book covers, that almost identical to the names of the characters in the books, page for page, the activities that they were doing in the book, everything, and only changed a word or 2 here or there. And there was nothing I could do about it because I didn't copyright it. I reached out to Amazon, couldn't do anything. I even reached out to her on Facebook because she literally stole my work, and I said, you stole my book. She said she didn't care because there was nothing I could do. All right, and for the last thing, I'd like to talk about editing. And I do my own editing. I don't have a problem with that. I've always been wonderful with English. I took literature classes in college, so love it. If you have a professional editor, go behind them and read your book again. Even the most meticulous editing can still miss something. I had a book that's out now. I went through it with a fine-tooth comb. I read it. I had a couple people read it before I released it. I released the book, published it, and then I started doing an audiobook. And when I heard the narrator with the first section of the book, when he sent me the audition tape, I thought, oh my God. There was one phrase and one word in that book that was there way too many times. And because I'm a perfectionist, I had to table the audiobook, go back, re-edit it, republish it, and then start the narration process again, which is why the audiobook is not out yet. It's still in the process. It's my narcissism, the demon spirit. So that being said, your editing is very important. There's nothing worse than getting your book on the market and then realizing that there's something wrong, because people will call you out. They'll give you a review and say, the book was good, but the spelling was bad, or this didn't sound right, or didn't flow right. Make sure you've got that together. Thank you. Like and subscribe. And if there's anything that you have questions about, put in the comments below and I can make a video for you. Thanks. Bye.